Hi, I'm Alan SoCal, and as you can see, I am set up to review the eOUTIL digital level angle finder. They go on to include on the vendor page gauge inclinometer with V-groove, magnetic base, 0 to 360 degrees. That's if you just go around once, right? Anyway, the box is a lot more straightforward. 6-inch aluminum frame digital level. And that's exactly how I view this device. On top of the level, I've just put back my level box, which I reviewed this maybe a month or two ago. And what I like about both of these devices, when you turn on the level, and let me give you a close view on this. When you turn it on, and of course it's already on a surface, it will give you the angle of that surface to true zero parallel ground. So right now it's saying that this little table of mine is at 0.45 degrees in a downward angle. So that being the case, and to prove that it is, I can lift it up and you'll see that it's now saying I'm going above 7 degrees. So I'm going to drop it back down again. And it's back to, what is it at now? It's at 0.55 degrees. I'm then going to take my little level box, and just so we can see what the level box is sensing, it evidently is saying the same thing. Well, it's a little off. Let me just... I should have a mirror here so I can see where it's at. 0.4 and oh, I see as I'm leaning on this table, it's even changing values, which is very interesting because, of course, this table is attached to this table essentially. But right now it looks as though they're both at 0.55 degrees in a downward slope. And we're talking downward in this direction. So it at least says that both of these digital devices are concurring. The level, by the way, advertises that it's plus or minus 0.1. That's 10% of a degree at 0 and 90 degrees. So when you're straight up and down, this thing could record, or if you think you're straight up and down, it's plus or minus 0.1 degree. That's not very much. And then in general accuracy, in between those 90 degree segments, they're saying plus or minus 0.2 degrees. So I think for, as they say, it's close enough for government work. In this case, I'm going to say it's close enough for my home shop. When I'm welding, I'd be very, very fortunate if I were within 10% of plumb and level. So it's a very interesting device. Price point on this, I looked, $36 is what the price is at the time of this review. I've also noted that when I went in and looked, there was one other identical level, saving for the configuration of the buttons, and I'm sure you're aware of what private labeling is all about. You can have the same internals and format for the outside, but you can change little things like the button assemblies, which is exactly what I saw. There was another version of this. They just changed the button assemblies. It was at $43. This is on Amazon. And I think it's been around a longer time because it had 2,100, a little over 2,100 reviews or ratings. But this is price competitive at this point. And then just to share, level boxes can be very inexpensive. I noted they start at $17 and I saw some for $33. And of course, if you get into name brand product, you could be at $50, $70, $80 even for a small level box. It might be a larger assembly and maybe a few more features. I'm extremely satisfied with this. I didn't want to go into severe detail because my opinion, when I went through all of the modes and options with this device, I realized in almost all cases I am going to be taking this as I most usually do. And of course, both of these have a magnetic capability. And most devices that are magnetic will also, especially here, they'll have a grooved bottom. You'll see that on this device. It's grooved both at the top and at the bottom. And get a closer look at that. You'll find the instructions are reasonably easy to digest, although I will tell you that when you start looking at all the different modes, you'll want to be handling this device as you're going through the instructions and user manual. So, the other thing I was going to mention, it comes with two accessories. It comes with a case, this carrying case right here, okay? Very simple cloth case, but it is a case. And then the other thing it comes with, and I didn't realize that, I heard something shaking in the box when I opened it, and when I realized there were no batteries included. So, and by the way, as you know, a prolonged hold on an on button usually will shut it off. On the back side, you will find that there is a battery case. It's not a simple slide off. They do give you a small little Phillips head screwdriver, and just put that in there and unscrew. Now the other thing is this screw is not retained, so you have to be careful or you'll drop it on the ground, as I think I did, and it fell into the carpet in my office. So that was an activity that I added to my dailies. And there you can see two Amazon batteries inside. So I two AAAs, and you'll supply those. And it's indicated on the vendor page too. They were pretty upfront about that, I saw. I'm very satisfied with this device. It's priced well. You can see me putting the screw back in. Don't want to over tighten that. It's well priced. It worked right out of the box. It met my expectations. I mean, this is a simple 5-star item for me. It's got the audible alarms for 0 and 90 degrees. Again, it's rated IP65. 6, of course, is the highest in the ingress protection chart. 6 meaning it'll tolerate dust and dirt. It'll keep them out. So you don't have to worry about that. And 5 for water ingress means that it'll resist heavy seas and jets of water, meaning high pressure water. So if you're trying to measure to see how level your boat is when you're out of the bay, this, I'm being ridiculous. That's just out of the IP chart. High seas and jets of water. So it's a level 5. If it were a 7, for instance, you could drop this into 1 meter of water for 30 minutes and it would resist water intrusion or ingress of water. I'm giving it 5 stars. I think it's a great item, and again, it's well priced, and I do have a quality control desk downstairs in my home shop because I do take some work from my regular office work and client products and examine them. And sometimes it's for irregularities in the surface of a product, which gets to whether the face of my product is parallel to the back side. That's it. 5 stars.